Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marina. Today y'all are going to spend the evening with me. I got to cook a quick meal for the family, and then I'm going to clean up afterwards and get to prepping the boys' bedroom for the big makeover. It has been a while that I have been saying that we're going to get to this makeover, and we are finally getting to it. I'm doing the easiest, the most simplest meal ever. I found it out of this Prego recipe book, and my family fell in love with it. We could seriously eat this thing till we had ravioli run out our ears. I'm not even kidding. And it's so easy. You just layer some meat sauce. You ground up your hamburger meat, cook it, add your Prego sauce. You can't do a Prego recipe without the Prego sauce. You layer it. So you do sauce, ravioli, and then you do sauce and then cheese. So ravioli, sauce, cheese. Ravioli, sauce, cheese. It is the bomb.com. It isn't the healthiest, but it will feed your family in a bind. If you're short on time and you need something quick, this is it. It does have to cook for 40 minutes, but it's quick to prepare. Colin just lost a tooth on an airhead. You would have thought that he broke a bone. He thought it was a permanent tooth. He's like, oh no! Because he hates the dentist, and if he had to go to the dentist over losing a permanent tooth, he would have had a fit. I'm heavy-handed with the sauce, so I ran out, so I just used some out of the jar and then put that jar in the fridge. The best part about it is the sauce don't have to be cooked. It'll cook in the oven while this is baking. I cover this and I cook it on 400 for 40 minutes. Then you pull it out and top it with some more cheese, and then put it back in there for 10 minutes and you're good to go. So it does have to cook for 50 minutes total, but it takes like 0 minutes to throw together. You could honestly just throw it all in a pan and do it that way if you needed to. You don't have to layer it. I'm just OCD and like layering stuff. I gotta label this tooth. I'm telling y'all, I'm 4 teeth away from being the weird trailer park tooth collecting lady. I literally have teeth everywhere, and I don't even remember where I put them. I literally keep them because I'm like, oh, I want to keep this as a keepsake. Who came up with that? Let me ask. Who came up with keeping children's teeth and calling it a keepsake and locks of hair? Like, ain't that weird? I don't know. But I literally have them everywhere. They're above my kitchen cabinets. I know I got at least 6 baggies up there full of teeth. They're in the memory bins. They're on my bookcases. They're literally everywhere. I'm going to try to keep reminding myself to put them in one particular area. Otherwise, I just look creepy. I probably look creepy anyway, but otherwise, I just look creepy. Okay, so we are starting on Colton and Cammie's bedroom tomorrow. We just got back from Lowe's with all of the stuff, and between Colton, first off, this isn't just my vision, this is Colton's vision. So between Colton's vision, my vision, and Daddy's handy hands, I think this room is going to turn out beautifully. This is one of the most exciting makeovers I've done because I'm so excited. Anything to do with my kiddos, whenever I make over their space, it's one of my favorites because I love seeing their faces. You know, I like to make over areas in our home, and I like to look at it and the satisfaction of knowing, like, wow, we created that, you know, it's fearfully created. I'm not only fearfully created, but I fearfully created this, you know what I'm saying? So, well, can you call it fearfully created if you're passing up trim and you're, I don't know, if you're being sloppy with paint? I don't know. It's my version of fearfully created. Whenever I get to do it for someone else, my kids especially, I love every minute of it because I get to see the looks on their faces whenever they see the reveal, and it makes it all worth it. We're starting on their bedroom tomorrow, bright and early tomorrow morning. I have to do some things in it tonight though. Colton has it pretty much tidied. It does need a massive vacuuming, like it hasn't been vacuumed in a hot minute, and I need to move a lot of the stuff that's along the walls out. The only thing I really want in there when we start the project is their bunk bed, and that's basically, I want everything else to be pulled out. That way I can get in there really good with the carpet cleaner because we're not replacing the carpet just yet. We can't make up our minds whether we want to do these cool carpet tiles that we saw at Lowe's, another carpet rug, or hardwood. I don't want to do the peel and stick vinyl in there just because for reasons it's easily pulled up. So I'm going between carpet tiles, or a new carpet rug, or actual hardwood floors. The only thing about the hardwood floors is it wouldn't match the rest of my floors throughout my house, and I don't know about that. It would probably drive me nuts. We're really going in depth with this. We're really changing the space completely. It is going to be a complete change. I don't really know how much work I have to do in here tonight. I'm thinking we've got all the stuff piled up back up here in the hallway in the back corner, but I'm thinking, yeah, there's not a whole lot. Colton pretty much has it taken care of. I mean, Kimmy's been in here playing, but for the most part, it just needs picked up, and he still has his Christmas tree. He didn't want to take it down, so I wasn't about to make him. This is their space, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, as long as they don't sink it, is my motto. Definitely going to have to move these out of here and stuff like this. These I'm hoping to put in their closet, and we're replacing those with toys. What's in there now is clothes. Hopefully with the makeover, they won't need that out here. That'll be in their closet. I think I'm going to wait until we eat dinner and I clean up afterwards. I'm going to go ahead and get started on cleaning up the dinner right now. That way, by the time dinner's done, the dinner dishes are done too, and we can just hop on the bedroom and get it to where we need it to be for in the morning. I do believe I put enough cheese on there to constipate us for a week. It was good though. The best way for me to track on Weight Watchers is to just scan the barcodes of everything and go by the portions. Boom. These are 11 points. I saved 19 points though for dinner. I kept wondering why I couldn't find hamburger meat. It's because they're fancy, they call it ground beef. I was like, these people ain't never heard of hamburger meat? Like, you know, the mashed up hamburger.
Hi y'all. Welcome to another edition of Fearfully Created, how to put lemonade in your water. First you get you a packet that is colored much to my chagrin, just like Beetlejuice.
Actually, it looks like my buffalo placards.
Crack her open just like that, and then what you're going to do is you're going to stick it in the bottle. You're going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Look at that. I do believe we just created lemonade. You're going to pop on the top just like so. Make sure you get it on right, because if you don't get it on right, you might have the lemonade on your face. Oh my gosh, just like that. I got it all over my face. So anyway, when you get your lemonade good and yeller, just like that, she's ready to go. And then you hand her off to your wife, and you're done a day's hard work right there. Right there. Hey, that looks good. I can do this. I can do this and not drop this.
Please don't drop it. I worked really hard layering all that processed food together. I've been trying really hard to tackle my dishes while I'm doing dinner, or at least after dinner. A bunch of you guys have suggested that I do the dishes like as I'm cooking, and I just can't get the hang of that. I'm not very good at multitasking anyway. Like, my mind is good at thinking of 1,000 different things at once, but my hands aren't good at doing 1,000 different things at once, if that makes sense. So I don't know how y'all do it while you're cooking and then you're washing dishes at the same time, and it's just, y'all are super superhumans to me. I don't know how you do it, but I at least try to work on them a little bit while I'm cooking. And if I can't do that, if I've got too many things going at once, then I at least try to do it afterwards. I have been feeling so motivated waking up in the morning and having a clear sink. I used to have such a problem getting to my dishes, and now that I'm making them a priority at night, it's really helping me stay on task during the day. Now, my house is always going to be messy. I'm genuinely I think that was generally and genuinely put together. I'm generally a messy person. It's just it's not in my nature. It's learned behavior. I was never taught to be a clean person. So this is me at 30 teaching myself and with y'all's help. So my house will never just be per se spotless, but I will say waking up to a clean sink makes it feel that way to me. It makes it feel like a brand new house every single morning. I love this little doohickey here. You put soap in the bottom of it and then it has a spring on it. One of my friends sent me this a long time ago, and you just use your little brush and you like push it down and it springs and it creates soap suds. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I've been using this lately to clean out my sink because I've actually been using that big clear brush that holds the soap in it that you saw me earlier using on the dishes. I've been using that on the dishes. Now, I've always been a sponge person, or a dish, not really a dish rag person, but like a dish sponge person. But I have really come to love washing the dishes with the brush. It feels like I don't have to put so much elbow grease into it. Like, it feels like the brush does a lot of the work that I have to force the sponge to do. I don't know. I go back and forth between washing my dishes with sponges and brushes now, but I have been liking using the brush a little bit more than the sponge here lately, and that little doohickey is just perfect for my sinks. I also don't really know if I can run these to the dishwasher. I almost did, but I didn't want to mess them up, so I just ran the scrub brush over them and washed them real good and rinsed them and put them back in the bottom of the sink. I don't know. I love the way that looks in the bottom of the sink. It's almost like a decor thing to me. Like, look how cool it looks. I really like it, and it hides the scuffs. So it's sink decor at its finest. It gets an A+ from me.
So we go. I've been everywhere. I've seen so many things. I've loved and I have lost. I felt the virus sting. I've died 100 times, but my heart is moving still. That is the journey that we're on.
Just I got the kitchen tidied up. I got the boys asleep in here in the living room so that Shane and I can work in their room because it's super late. It took us forever to get dinner done, dinner cleaned up, and then all the kiddos bathed and stuff, so we were kind of racing the clock tonight. I got them sleeping in here though so that we can go in there and just pull everything out that needs to be pulled out and vacuum up real quick, and that's all I'm doing in there for tonight. First thing in the morning, I'm tackling the carpets and carpet cleaning the carpets, and then right after that we are jumping on paint, not wasting any time. It's going to take forever to get that red paint covered. Who let me do that? Who let me? A bunch of y'all said, Merina, don't do that, and I did it anyway. And yeah, y'all are, I have come to find out in my time, a very short time compared to others on YouTube, that 96% of the time, I'm gonna say 4% I'm right, because sometimes you just gotta do it if you want to do it, and you know, consequences and all, you just do it, especially if you have a one-track mind like mine. Once you want to do it, you do it, and then you might regret it, but you did it. But 96% of the time, the subscribers, or in my case, the friends, are always right. But I learned in the process, and I bet you, bless Johnny, I will not go for another can of red paint in my life. I just tried to do what Colt and Cammy wanted the last time, but I think they also, Banks! I think they also learned from it too, because Colton has been like, well, I ain't feeling the red no more. I think, like y'all said, it's really chaotic. It didn't bother Cammy. I know a lot last time I did it was concerned. Thanks! Because, you know, the colors can affect kids differently. Red is actually a color Cammy gravitates towards. He loves red, he loves orange. Blue, we have come to find out that blue really bothers him, so it's different for every kid. Cammy really loves red though, so I'm a little bit concerned about how he's going to react to it not being red. I always try to make sure he is here and he's involved in the changing, even though y'all don't see him on the camera. Those dogs are dead set on not letting me finish tonight. In the background, behind scenes, I always try to make sure he is always active in the DIYs somehow. That way it's not, he doesn't walk into his room and he's like, ooh, because that's fun for Colton, but for him it's different. So instead of him being like, oh, big change, and him trying to process it all, he's been in there, he's had his hands in something, he's used the paintbrush on the wall or something like that, and he's gradually saw the change, so it's not going to hit him like a freight train. I do that even with the DIYs that we do in the house, even because this is where all of us live, and I don't want him to ever walk in here and be like, oh, this is so different. My house changes often, and my kids often wake up and be like, where am I at? No, but I never want him to be taken aback by a sudden change. He's always doing something in the DIYs or in the room and present when we're doing it. That way it's not all of a sudden super big change, because I don't know how he would react to a surprise like that, and I don't want to try it. He likes things a certain way, as we all do. I'm the same way. Well, we're gonna get in here and just pull things out real quick and vacuum it up real good, and then we'll be done for the night. I know this is a shorter video, but you guys said that you wanted the videos even if they were short, especially during a big renovation or a big makeover. When I do big full room makeovers, it's really hard to get my 3 videos up a week. So if I can get up at least a shorter one, I know they're not your favorite, I know that you like longer ones, but it at least allows me to get one up, and it at least allows me to do what I love to do, which is film in the background and cook and clean and all that stuff in the middle of doing a big project. Otherwise, it would take me a solid week to do it, and y'all wouldn't be getting a video for a whole week. So I hope that the shorter ones are okay whenever we do the makeovers and stuff. Y'all know I'm long-winded, and my videos are always usually super long. But in those weeks where we do heavy makeovers or big DIY projects or something, they almost have to be short. I mean, not short. I mean, I guess this video is longer than most people's long videos, but it's short for me. Okay.
Merina?
What?
What'd you do?
Mount Pierce knocked myself out.
You know what? I don't know why I'm asking what'd you do. We'll go back and watch it here in a minute, and I'll find out exactly what you did.
And so we go. So we go. We climb ever higher, strive to catch the moon. No fear of falling down, for later must be soon. And we're all runners, and we race against time. And we're all runners, we were born to chase the tide. No matter where we are, no matter what we face, we're forever on our way. 'Cause we're runners, yeah, we're runners. And so we go. We're all runners. Oh, and we're all runners. And we're all runners, and we race against time. And we're all runners, we were born to chase the tide. No matter where we are, no matter what we face, we're forever on our.
So I spilled the paint, the red paint, the crime scene to the right. I did that whenever I was first painting the walls, whenever we first did the bedroom makeover, but then we got that up. It wasn't until I went back and did more touch-ups that I somehow happened to make it worse. I don't know, that kind of stuff always happens to me. I cleaned it up the first time, and then the second time it just got worse. Like, it just spread. Well, I accidentally tipped over the whole pan of paint. So that's what happened there. So a lot of the reason it's taking me so long to get to this room is A, Colt couldn't make it this mine. B, I was really wanting to change out this carpet because it has stains galore. It looks like a crime scene. That's where we painted red paint, and you know me and paint. Need I say anymore? I really wanted to switch out this carpet. Honestly, carpet is just too expensive. It's too expensive. So I'm hoping to let this carpet stretch out a little bit longer until we can figure out what we're doing exactly for the flooring in here, like I told you guys earlier. So to save money, to be more budget friendly, I'm using the carpet that we once had in our living room. It's that big beige one. It's a really nice one. It's the one that I got at Lowe's a while back, and I used it in my living room for forever. We're using that in here, and it's big enough to look like it's just carpet. It doesn't even look like a rug. It just looks like it's carpet. That's how big it is. We're going to, in the morning, run the carpet cleaner on the carpet, get it really clean and stuff, make sure there's no funky smells, maybe let some scent beads sit on it for a while or something like that. Run some scent beads through the carpet cleaner. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I'm going to try it. Just make it smelling fresh and stuff. Just make sure it's clean. That's my main concern, is I don't want to put a big rug like that rug on top of this and this not be clean. It's stained. Obviously, this is actually chalk paint stain, and I didn't do that one, surprisingly. And that one I did do. That one is the red paint stain, and there's various stains throughout the carpet here. Mostly paint or watercolor or stuff like that before we started minimizing art supplies in bedrooms. It's also always good to work with what you have, and this is working with what you have. And sometimes working with what you have isn't the best and it isn't the prettiest, but once we clean this and put a rug on it, you won't be able to see that anyway. You'll forget it's even there, like me. I always forget it's there when stuff is on top of it. I forget it's there, and I pull it up and I'm like, oh, that was that. Oh yeah, I was careless with paint a couple years ago. That's all right, y'all. We just got done. The whole bedroom is clear except for the bed. Binks is upset because Colton just went to lay down and he didn't get to go in there with him. The floor's been vacuumed and it's ready to be carpet cleaned, so that's exciting. We got a lot done this evening. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope you have a blessed morning. Even not, whatever it is, wherever you're at, know that I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Be looking forward to this week's videos. We got a lot of makeovers, a lot of cleaning motivation going down in this house because it's in desperate need. It's only going to get worse as the makeover progresses, so y'all pray for me. I'll see y'all later.